Okay, hi guys and welcome to the show. You join me here in my study area in my house in the east of England. Now I'm going to do a very quick video today following a question that was posed to me in the comments section of a recent video. Before I forget, I should do a wristwatch check. I am of course wearing my new Navi timer. As I'm wearing blue, I thought get the Navi timer out. Absolutely love this watch, and of course I've still got to review it. I'm going to give it an extra week. But anyway, so wristwatch check done. Back to the subject of the video. Someone posted a comment asking why I had not included my Rolex Submariner in recent strap videos, or strap review videos or whatever. And it got me thinking. It's for a very good point, and that is because, in my opinion, the newer Oyster bracelets and the improved clasp are the best steel bracelets I have ever experienced in the several decades of wearing, buying, collecting watches. And I thought I'd do just a quick video with you guys and share just exactly why I think they're just such amazing bracelets, because they really deserve a closer look. So let's roll the intro and then get into a hands-on perspective, a closer look at the Rolex Oyster bracelet and improved clasp. Okay, here we are guys, and we're looking at the Oyster bracelet on my Submariner 116610. Now this of course is made out of 904L stainless steel, which is Rolex's own stainless steel, and they're quite famous for using their own stainless steel. Now I've done quite a lot of more in-depth reviews and videos talking about my Rolex and why I love it and all the rest of it, and as you guys know, I've had it for quite a long time, so it has taken a beating, and it's been on many adventures, so it has an incredible sentimental value to me, but there are a number of factors why I went for the newer Submariner over the older ones. One of the most overriding features that really attracted to me to this particular version of the Submariner had to be the bracelet and the clasp. Now we're going to get really nerdy here, because at first glance you think, well, the bracelet pretty much is the same as the previous versions. Well, in appearance it is, but actually the individual links are even more solid than the previous versions. The previous versions it was only partly solid. If I just get the pen, I'll show you where they connect with the little screws here. It was slightly more hollowed out in here, so it's a very minor detail, but however it does make the newer bracelet a little bit more solid. And you know, we got hardly any look. I mean, look at that. I've worn this thing almost 3 years now, and there's hardly any play whatsoever. It's just so solid. These things are absolutely solidly built, and in my opinion, I love the Oyster bracelet because I love the fact that it's brushed. I had a GMT, the ceramic GMT, before this, and the center links were polished, highly polished. For some reason they attracted scratches quite easily, but with this you just relax, you know. There's no, I think it's a more understated look. It's certainly more sophisticated. More in keeping obviously with the Submariner line. It's not so flashy than the polished links, and it's polished on the sides. It's a very subtle, so it's a more understated look, and it more in keeping with its original tool aesthetic, which I think is in essence more truer to the original purpose of the Rolex watches. Let's be honest, you know, they are tool watches at the end of the day. So I never really, you know, I wasn't a big fan of that center polished link. But the biggest difference has got to be this Glidelock clasp system. It is one of the most well-designed clasps I've ever seen. I love the way it tapers down really nicely. Very few bracelets have such a refined tapering as this, and I really love it when a bracelet is tapered. And I love how they've put the logo there as a kind of catch. Obviously I'm wearing gloves to demonstrate the watch, but even with gloves on, you can catch it easily. Just so easy to use. You lift it out, and then you have this system here, which if you just watch it, if you see that there's an actual hinge there. It's hinged there, and when you lift this up, it comes off. Can you see that? Can you see that? It's ingenious. Very, very simple. It's never gonna come off by accident, you know. It's just so well designed, so easily done. And the Glidelock system, which is in here, you know, you don't have to fiddle about with micro adjustments. You just click it out, move it along to the desired amount, click it back in, and that's it. And you've adjusted it. Boom. And it's a little bit bigger. To change it back, just do the same thing again. Clip it out, move it along to the desired amount, put it back in, click, it's done. It's one of the most ingenious, simple, well done clasps I've ever experienced. And it's so solid, it's so dependable. Switch it out to there. It's better than a diver extension. I mean, do you remember the old diver extensions on the Rolexes? They were flimsy, like a bit of just pressed metal. It was flimsy. It was no way as solid as this. I mean, this is really solidly done. So when changing the clasp here, there's no like set amount. You can make the change from 2mm all the way to 20mm, which is really nice. There's no kind of set amount, you know, like, you know, when you had the little pins, it was in increments, and you can't decide. Maybe your ideal size would have been in the middle of what was dictated to you. So with this, it really is, you know, you can change it a few times to get that absolute perfect fit. And as you can see, every component is solid. It's not some flimsy diver extension like before. Beautifully done. I know mine's been in the wars a bit, but it's beautifully done. Just really solid. Look at that the hook on the clasp there that locks in. You know, it's dependable. Very dependable. It's just one of the most well designed clasps, and I think it's highly overlooked, and definitely makes you know, along with all the other little upgrades, just definitely makes this version of the Submariner just so cool and such a pleasure to own. This tends to be the watch I take to quite hot destinations, beaches, holidays and the like. So, you know, when you're going from a cold climate to a hot climate, your skin or wrist expands with the heat. You don't have to take little tools with you on holiday. You just got one watch and you're good to go. And obviously originally it was intended for the divers to wear over the suits and make it more changeable for divers. So what else do I love about this bracelet and clasp? Well, the curvature of it. I've never experienced a clasp and bracelet as comfortable as the one on this particular Rolex. I think it comes on a few of the new Explorers and possibly the Daytona. I'm not quite sure. I'm sure some of the Rolex purists and fanatics will be able to correct me in the comments. But it really is the pinnacle of decades of evolution in the Rolex designs of their class. I mean, you remember how flimsy and kind of cheap, almost like a cheap Seiko, some of their early clasps were, and how they've kind of evolved. So anyway, guys, I thought I'd share with you why I hardly ever take this off the bracelet. Anyway, guys, I'm going to leave it there. Let's take it back to the studio. Okay, welcome back, guys. Now, down in the comments below, I'd really like to hear what your favorite bracelets on watches are. What brand do you think make the best bracelets? I'd really like to hear your input on that. Okay, guys, so I'm going to leave it there. Thank you very much for watching. Please remember to like this video if you enjoyed it and found it useful, and I'll definitely catch you in the next one. Okay, guys, ciao.